What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on this old truck I have. It's a 2004 Chevy Silverado 2500 heavy duty, and I've been putting off some work on this truck. When I first got it, I pretty much restored this whole thing. I have like an endless list of stuff that I've done to this truck, but it's just an old work truck, and I try not to put any more money into it that I don't have to. So I've been putting off some things, but I need to get it inspected. So we're gonna tackle a bunch of front suspension stuff today. Here she is, the good old girl in her glory. This truck has just been amazing for me. Started a business for me, brought home. It's probably moved over 1 million pounds so far with wood, concrete, brick, all that. Just been an amazing truck. So I think I'm just gonna keep working her for at least another year. So this is what I got here. I got the upper control arms for it. Got the lower ball joints. Got a little pickle fork, I think that's called, to help me get them out. This here is inner and outer tie rod. And then I have some new calipers. So those are the new front calipers. My back ones are okay. The front ones are way beyond bad. I've been driving it like this for like a year now, and it's really not safe. We're gonna be fixing all that today. This truck will basically be like brand new after today, because I've done pretty much everything else on this truck. So mechanically wise and for reliability, I've done a lot of stuff for this truck. It looks okay. You can see I gotta touch up this fender. It's starting to rust on me. Let's get into it. First things first, we're just gonna take off this tire. Every time I work on this truck, I break something else. So let's hope I don't break anything today. Good old jack stand under there just to be a little safe. I got everything new here, but I think I'm just gonna focus on this upper control arm for this video. So we're gonna, first things first, unclipping it from the upper control arm. I just need to get a little bit of room. So, all right, on an old rusty truck like this, I'm gonna start hitting some of this stuff with WD-40 just to make it getting out a lot easier. All right, so I think 10 millimeter first. We gotta get, I think, this bracket off. All right, that actually came out really easy. I'm not sure why I'm so blessed today. Oh, I shouldn't have said that one. No, it's gonna be a struggle. Start undoing this nut from my upper control arm, the ball joint. It's a size 18. All right, we're gonna leave it on there for now. We're gonna leave a few threads on. Okay, let's see if I can get this off now. I might have to take this bracket off. I couldn't get this bolt out for this bracket So I just stuck it in there and squeezed that a little bit. Now I'm just gonna try to bend it back up. I don't want my brake line being squeezed. I have another little jack here. I'm gonna put that underneath the lower control arm, and we're gonna just put a little bit of pressure on this guy and just lift it up a little bit. So now there's a nut on the inside on both sides. Show you right here and right here. I believe it's 21, so we're gonna take that off next. Man, I need a power ratchet bad. One nut off. All right, second one off. You have these cams on the inside here, right here, and right here. I'm gonna get these off. This one's stuck on there. You gotta be careful not to mess them up at all. This one over here looks like it's pretty loose. I don't remember which one came on which side, where they go. Take this one out so you can see it better. That's what it is. Just take that out, set it there. I gotta get this other one off. Gee, this one's a lot harder to get off. Okay, set him right there. All right, now we gotta get these bolts out. All right, that one came out easy. Jeez Louise. I think now we're ready to take off this lower bolt. Nut, I mean. How is it raining? Yeah, get all my stuff wet. Perfect. Unbelievable, man. All right. Got that removed. Now we just gotta pull him out. Be careful not to mess this guy up. Please stop raining. There she is. Old one out. Now here's a new one. We're gonna do the same process, but in reverse. So, put him in there. First thing I'm gonna do now with this new control arm is put these bolts that I took out. We're gonna put these right back in. There's a little nub right here that has to line up with that hole. So just gonna clean these up a little bit. This one was pretty dirty. Clean this up first. So now we just gotta line this hole up and stick these right back in. Like I said, you gotta line up that hole. Right there. Okay, that one's in. This other one in. Same thing. Okay, right there. Now, same thing with these inner cams. We're gonna put them on the same way they came off. And then the other one, just like this. Boom. Yeah, I don't think I have new bolts, so I have to reuse these old ones. I'm gonna snug them, just get them hand tight for now, just to get them on there. So now you're gonna torque those inner nuts down to 140 foot-pounds. And if you put everything back the exact same way that it came on, it's going to be really, really close to factory, but you're supposed to get an alignment after you do this. I'm probably not going to, just because it ends up being so close. I've done this before. It ends up being so close if you do it all right that I've never had any problems personally, but you are supposed to get it in alignment. All right, this nut on here gets torqued to 37 foot-pounds. Okay. Now I'm just going to put some of this stuff back. This guy has a little clip right here he goes into. Get my grease gun and we're going to fill this up. Okay. Alright, got my grease gun. Let's just stick it on here. I think this is the wrong size. So all I gotta do is just throw my wheel and tire back on, and then I can grease these whenever. You can have access to these whenever. With the tire still on, you can still grease them. So I'm gonna go get a grease gun and then come back and grease all these guys. Finish up, I'm just gonna throw my wheel and tire back on. I think I have everything done. I like to start them all by hand. And I'm just going to tighten them down, snug first. Then you do a star pattern. Then you're going to torque them down. I think I like to torque mine to 150. So that's how you change the control arms on these 2004 Chevy Silverado 2500 heavy duties. This will work on any of the 99 to 07 Silverado 2500s. So I hope you guys could use this video. Hopefully it helps you out. But yeah, remember to drop a big thumbs up down below if you haven't already. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the future videos. But yeah, guys, hope you have a great day. Peace.